Yeah, good day everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's class will be solving this particular question based on popular demand also. This is an UTME question 1991. This question is actually Euclidean geometry, or better still called line geometry. The lines here shows you that it's called line geometry. We are asked to look for the value of x in this question. Find the value of what? X in this question. How do we get the value of x here? Before you solve this question, there are three things you have to understand. First of all, under line geometry, the first one is called straight line. The first one is straight line. For straight line, the angles on the straight line is equal to what? 180 degrees. The sum of angles, if here is theta, here is alpha, the sum of angles on the straight line is equal to what? 180 degrees. You have to know this first. Number two, what to know again, number two is called intersecting line. Intersecting lines is just lines that intersect each other. That is, if I have a line like this and this one tend to intersect it, this one is what they call opposite angle, and they are equal. You can either say vertically opposite angle are equal in this case for intersecting lines. Now, the third one is very important in this question here. It's called parallel line. For parallel line, the idea is getting two lines that does not meet. They are parallel lines, but they do not meet. And if I have a line that cuts these particular lines, we call this line the transversal. Now, this line gives us three things to know here. First of all, the first one to know is that alternate angles are equal. That is to say, this angle equal this angle is called Z angle, or what? Alternate angle. Number two to note here is adjacent angles are supplementary angles. That is, if you sum the two of them, you must get 180 degrees. And the third one to note here is called corresponding angles. In these parallel lines, you have three things to note. First of all is what? Alternate angles, or Z angles. Number two is called adjacent angle, and number three is called corresponding angle. Let's now go straight to the question itself. Having known three things to understand for what? Line geometry. Very important. Now, how do we now solve this question here? We can solve this question based on these conditions here. These are parallel lines. How do we solve it? To get the value of s, we cannot just solve. You have to draw a line. You have to what? Construct a line. I can draw a line from the center like this to the other end. That cuts the particular line to the other end. Yes, x already, and I can also draw a line like this also if I like, and again like this. So this line I've just drawn now will give me a better way of solving this question. Remember, I told you that line angles on a straight line, when you sum them, you get what? 180 degrees. If I call here angle theta and I call here angle alpha, it means they are on a straight line. I will have this and this. So I'm on a straight line. I call here M and I call here N. That is to say, angle on a straight line for the first one, PQM. Angle on the straight line should be theta plus 110, and it's equal to what? 180. That's the first rule here. So my theta, the value of my theta now will be what? 180 minus 110, and my theta is what? 70 degrees. I've gotten the value of theta already. Now, how do I get the value of alpha? The same rules apply there. Angle on a straight line for TXN. Angle on a straight line should be what? Alpha plus 120, and it's equal to what? 180. Reason, sum of angle on a straight line is equal to what? 180 degrees. So my angle alpha will now be 180 minus 120, and my value for alpha will be what? 60 degrees. So I've gotten for alpha and for theta respectively. How do I get the value of x? Now, first of all, I have to understand that for there to be a parallel line like this, either this one, Z angles are obtainable here. That is to say, alternate angles are here. This angle here is equal to this angle here. Z angles, the same thing here. So here is alpha, and here is theta. You see, here is theta. No, this is theta. Here will be theta also. So Z angles are all equal. Z angle is theta, and yes, should be theta. Yes, alpha, it should be what? Alpha. So I can now say that the whole angle here is the summation of what? Theta plus what? Alpha. So the value of x, that is to say Q arrow x, which is x, angle Q arrow x, which is equal to what? X, will be theta plus alpha. And what is theta? Theta is what? 70. What's alpha? Alpha is what? 60. So indeed, the value of my angle x, QRX, will now be 130 degrees. You see, 130 degrees. That's the value of what? X, for this simple line geometry question. This question is from JAM in Nigeria here, and we can always solve more. Just follow for more questions. I'm going to solve more online geometry and different problems online geometry. Follow for more at Carlos Maths Class. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.